Age of Sigmar battle report. We've got 1,000 points of Tomb Kings versus 1,000 points of Spectral Ghosts in a border war played over this magma field. So we're playing a pitched battle versus some Spirit Hosts. We've got 2 Karen Wraiths, 2 units of Wraiths, like Horse Wraiths. These are Spirit Hosts, a Banshee, and the one unit?
Yeah.
One big unit. Okay, one big unit of Knights. Then we have a Tomb King Legion. I have a Tomb King on foot, Lich Priest on horse, 2 units of 10 archers, 5 on a Tomb Guard, 1 unit of 20 skeletons, 1 unit of 10 skeletons, a unit of 5 horsemen, and a Tomb Scorpion. Okay, and we're playing a border war. Right now, I'm playing CJ. He has picked this side. There's 4 objectives, and it's cumulative points throughout the course of the game. Let's play. So the Spirit Hosts have taken the first battle turn, and they've moved up. This unit was befuddled by the mystical tower, and they were unable to move this turn. We had all the units, the Banshee, the Karen Wraiths, the Wraiths on horses, and the Spirit Hosts, and the other Karen Wraith, all move and run. And that's pretty much what the Spirit Hosts have done. The Tomb Kings have deployed in a line. Because I have so many models, the Karens have a sudden death victory. If they have a model within 3 inches of this tower by turn 4, it will be a major victory for the Wraith. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Its time is ticking, and we're moving on to Tomb King's Battle Round 1. So, Tomb King turn 1, we had first into the fray, the Horseman, charging in, doing 1 wound on the Banshee, but losing 1 model. The Tomb Scorpion moved up here, but failed to charge that Karen Wraith. And then the rest of the Tomb King battle line has advanced, trying to stem the tide. The Archers did 1 wound on those Spirit Hosts, but other than that, nothing else happened. So, in the hero phase. So now we're going to roll to see for initiative to see what happens here, and do the Tomb Kings take another turn, or do the Wraith Hosts continue their slaughter?
Okay, squadron step.
I rolled a 4. That's the second dice that goes off the table. A 3. The Tomb Kings will go again. Tomb King, Battle Round 2. So, we had the Tomb Guard and the Tomb Prince move up into a central position. These guys were befuddled by the Arcane tower, and so was my Scorpion, so he was sitting there. In combat, I did 1 more wound on the Banshee, and they're okay there. And this big unit of skeletons walked in and killed 2 of the Wraiths and suffered 1 casualty. So I have taken 5 more battle points to my opponent's 5, but it's now the Wraith's battle turn 2, so we'll see what they do after this. So we had all these these specters come in. I killed 1 specter, and I lost 7 skeletons in the ensuing combat. This combat here, I killed the Banshee, and the general, the Karen Wraiths, are charging and fighting those skeleton warriors. These skeleton warriors are just watching idly. And in this combat here, probably the most important combat, we had everybody pile in to try and take out some of these horses. So we're gonna go and see who has the next battle round. Okay. I rolled a 4, 2, and a 6. So this could be a pivotal turn as the Spirit Hosts have their 3rd turn. End of the Spirit Battle Round 3. So over here, I lost a couple more skeletons, and I have reduced 1 spirit, he's got 2 wounds left. There's still a full spirit host here. This combat continues. This time, my multiple damage weapons from the Tomb Guard and the Tomb King. I've killed a couple of the knights, and there's 5 of them left. On this combat here, I have lost 1 horseman and put 2 wounds on a Karen Wraith, and that is all that has happened on this, and I lost another couple of archers. So we're moving on to Tomb King, battle round 3. Let's see what happens. I lost my Lich Priest to these knights, killing him. I killed 1 more and put 1 more of the wounds on these knights. These guys were befuddled again. These guys were ensorcelled. So was my Scorpion. We killed one of the Karen Wraiths. And then over here, finally killed one of the hosts. There's still a whole unit of hosts bearing down on that skeleton unit. So we're moving on to battle round turn 4. Let's see who has initiative. Ooh, it is a draw. And the Tomb Kings will take turn 4. End of Tomb King battle round 4, or Tomb King round 4. The general is still alive with his blade, his relic blade, that helps him come back to life, which is pretty cool. And then these 2 guys still in combat here. Wasn't able to kill the last ones, and I lost quite a few of these skeletons. So there's battles raging all across the land. We're moving on to the Spirit Hosts round 4. End of battle round 4, and with a well-timed retreat, the Spirit Hosts have gained a sudden death victory, which was seize ground. They had to have a model within 3 inches of this tower by the end of battle round 4, and it is the end of battle round 4, and they have moved back, retreating from the Tomb Guard and the skeletons to remain in the backfield. I do have a lot of points in primary, but it was that final ditched effort by the hosts that have achieved them ultimate victory. Other than that, CJ, thanks a lot for the game. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the Tactical Corner, as well as check out the Patreon page to support the channel if you'd like to see more content. I am slowly painting my Tomb Kings, but I'm really liking Age of Sigmar right now, and the General's Handbook has been fantastic. So make sure you stay tuned as we go over the mission, the way I built my list, and cool things about that. Thanks a lot for tuning in. This is Skari, your grateful host, signing off. Hello and welcome to Tomb King's Tactica. First Age of Sigmar battle report, and what a blast. I had so much fun this game. I was playing against the Spirit Hosts, and it really just shows you how entertaining Age of Sigmar can be. You know, I had so many more models than my opponent, but the game itself was quite balanced, and we're not sure if the sudden death victories apply to a pitched battle scenario, but we decided to play with it as is. And even though I was overwhelming the Spirit Hosts in combats and across the table, it meant that he was able to pull victory out from the jaws of defeat. So I'm still learning the mechanics of Age of Sigmar, but one of the cool things I really like is the roll-off for initiative. So you do not know whether it's going to be your turn or your opponent's turn in the next turn first. And that means there's a lot of things that happen in the hero phase. And having that roll-off really means that you have to think about what if your opponent has 2 consecutive turns, bottom of the turn, top of the turn. And what if you can gamble to try and get that 2 turns in a row. Now, this really adds a dynamic to the game that combined with the tactical choices of who to activate in your combat phases and what spells to use and deployment and how to pull. There's a lot of things in this Age of Sigmar game that I'm really liking. There's very subtle tactical gameplay that makes me feel like this game is a lot more like chess. It's easy to learn, but it will be very difficult to master when coming with combinations, unit placement, movement on the table, combined with all the different objectives. Now, I really like the resiliency of the Tomb Kings. I was using the death benefits from the General's Handbook, and playing around with some of the relics. There's a couple of different things that I want to try, but all in all, I'm really enjoying the Tomb King Legion detachment. Lots of models, going to tweak a little bit, but I think it's a great basis for any army. So stay tuned for more Age of Sigmar battle reports as the Tomb Kings get slowly worked on, painted, and played with. Let me know down below if you have a comment, what you'd like to see. And of course, if you like the content, show your support by visiting the Patreon page. Thanks a lot to everybody who makes this possible. This is Skari, your grateful host, out.